Today, I will be able to find the rule to complete the patterns and find a relationship. So, our question today is how many players are needed for 5 teams? How many soccer balls are needed for 5 teams? Well, before I can answer these questions, I need to analyze the data and see what we're working with. So, my number of teams, if I have 1 team, I have 8 players and 4 soccer balls. 2 teams, 16 players, 8 soccer balls. 3 teams, 24 players, 12 soccer balls. 4 teams, 32 players, 16 soccer balls. Uh-oh, we just skipped 5 teams and we jumped to 7. For 7 teams, we have 56 players, and they don't tell us how much soccer balls there are. So, in order to find out the 5 teams, we need to see what kind of patterns are we seeing with the information given. That brings us to step number 1. Step number 1 says, find the rule with given info to complete the pattern for number of players. So, here's our players. What pattern are we seeing? Some of you might see 8, 16, 24, 32. What are you thinking? What do you think that pattern is? Some of you see that we're counting by, you're right, we're counting by 8s. You said that, right? 8, 16, 24, 32. So, if I was to do for the 5th one, which we're missing, it would be, so we have 8, 16, 24, 32. Have you done the math yet? Have you counted by 8s? 8 times 5 is 40. So our pattern, our missing number is 40. So we just came up with the answer. How many players are needed for 5 teams? What we do? We looked at the pattern and we found the rule. What's the rule? Well, it was we added 8. That's our rule. We added 8 in order to get, each time we added 8, we skip counted. Now let's analyze the data and see if we can find the pattern in order to find the rule for soccer balls. So we go 4, 8, 12, 16. Have you seen the pattern yet? 4, yes. 8, 12, 16. What are we counting by?
4.
We're counting by 4s. So our next number is 20. And our rule is we add 4 each time. So that is our first and second step, is finding a pattern for each of the ones to come up with our rule. Well, the other thing that we need to do is not only see the relationship here, we want to be able to see the relationship between the number of players to the number of soccer balls. So let's look at 8 and 4, or 16 and 8, or 24 and 12. What pattern are you seeing between these numbers? So if I take 8 and 4, some of you might be thinking, I have to, and if I have a 4, I times it by 2 to get 8. Some of you are seeing the pattern and getting larger. Same here, 8 times 2 is 16. 12 times 2 is 24. 16 times 2 is 32. Uh-oh, but we don't have this number. So what's another way? We said we can multiply, that's one of the relationships. And that's what we're doing today, is not only finding the pattern, but seeing the relationship. We can multiply. Well, the other thing we can do is look at it this way. 8 divided by what makes 4? 8 divided by 2. So we can divide it. But we don't want to just check with the first one. We want to make sure it works with our pattern all the way through, because otherwise it won't be our rule. So 16 divided by 2 equal 8? Yeah, it does. 24 divided by 2 equal 12? Yep. 32 divided by 2 equals 16? What would 56 divided by 2 be? And some of you, it's okay. Let me get my whiteboard marker here so I don't write on. You can do your long division if you're not sure, and if you can't do it in your head because it's not a super easy number. Well, 2 goes into 5 2 times, because I know that 2 times 2 is 4. I have minus 1 is my difference. Bring down my 6. Oh, well, I know that 2 goes into 16 8 times. So my answer is 28. So that's my missing number, is 28. And so my rule is I divided by 2. That would be my rule. So remember, in order to find the rule to complete a pattern, analyze all your data and make sure that the rule works all the way across the board with all of them. And that's it. Good job, guys. Bye.